Hi, welcome back, nieces and nephews, and to my new subscribers. I welcome you. And to each and every one of you, I really appreciate your love and support and your kind thoughts and comments to my channel. Thank you. Today we are going to be making some Tuscan chicken in the creamy white sauce. I'll do red sauce another day because there are two different Tuscan chickens that I do prepare. But look, this is my new personalized apron. My good buddy gifted me this for my birthday. Auntie No's Kitchen, established 2003, and on the bottom it has where the labor of love happens. I love this apron. I really truly love this apron. It's my favorite apron now. So we're going to get started. I'm going to do a flip and a swip so we can get started, okay? I will see you in a flip. Okay, nieces and nephews, we are together. Okay, this is what you're going to need. Now, this is for this particular amount of chicken. I had 2 thick, boneless, skinless chicken breasts in which I trimmed all the fat and I butterflied them to make 4. Then I cut them in half. This is 1 cup of flour. 1/4 cup of white cooking wine. Now, if you don't want to use alcohol, you can buy the Holland House white cooking wine. It's non-alcoholic, and that is what this is. 1 cup of whipping heavy cream. 1 teaspoon of oregano. 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1/2 teaspoon of rosemary. This is 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. And I'm going to add some salt. This is a 1/3 cup of sun-dried tomatoes, okay? And this is the brand that I prefer. And I have 1 sliced onion. This is a sweet onion. Now, if you don't use a sweet onion, use scallions because they are sweet. Do not use a regular onion because you want this. You want the sweetness and the aroma. And you're going to add 1 teaspoon of garlic, minced garlic. And I have one roasted red pepper in here. Now, I like to get my roasted peppers at like stores like Home Goods and World Market because they sell a lot of gourmet stuff. And you're going to need some olive oil with a tablespoon of butter in there, and I'm using the light taste olive oil. This is the olive oil for frying and baking because it can tolerate a high heat content. You're going to need a small bag of fresh spinach. I didn't have any, and I wasn't running out to get any, so I had a bag of frozen chopped spinach in my freezer. This will do. Improvise, people, improvise. Okay, now to my my oregano, my dried herbs will sit to the side. Now to my flour, I'm going to add my pepper and paprika. Move that on out the way. And my salt will be last. Use a spoon. Get that all blended in there. Now we're going to dredge the chicken breast in the flour, lightly dredge. That's why it's called dredge. You're not going to batter it. You're going to lightly dredge it in there. Okay? And I'm going to put all my seasonings to the side and throw this over here for a little housekeeping. And I'll be back, and we're going to get our pan hot, because it needs to be hot so we can get our little chickies down, okay? Okay, we'll show you what I mean when I say a light dredge on your chicken. You just want a light dredge. And put the pretty side down first. I made a mistake and put some garlic in there. They didn't mean to do that, so I had to scoop it out, and I didn't get it all out. Lightly dredged. See, it doesn't look like I'm frying chicken for Sunday dinner. Just a light dredge. Just very lightly coated. And this last little piece here, and that's gonna cook and brown on each side, and I'll be back. Okay, we're gonna flip. Look at that pretty, look at that goodness. You see all this goodness that's collecting down in the bottom of this pan? We're gonna be using that goodness. Bet you get me, I need some more prettiness on this one. So we're going to leave that baby be for a little bit more. Now, if I would have used my regular olive oil, you know, my virgin olive oil, I would not be able to cook this chicken like this. Because remember, there are two types of olive oil. This one that says for frying, it can tolerate high heat. If it doesn't say frying, it can't tolerate high heat. Okay, we're going to check some temperatures. This one is done, so we're going to bring this, and I'm going to put it on the board. And when you're checking your temperature, you put it in, put your thermometer in the thickest part. This is done. Good to go. And you want your chicken, it say 160 to 165, but I always like to go 165. I won't remove it until I hit that internal temp of 165. This one's still coming in at 158, so I'm going to let this one cook a little bit longer. All right, finally got it to 165. It's still going up, so I'm going to take this out. See that pretty, beautiful color? Okay, now you see this goodness on here? Now, so put this over here to the side, a little housekeeping. All that goodness in there. Now, we are not going to be getting rid of none of that. We will be using this goodness, because all this goodness has some of those nice flavorings in it. We're going to throw our onions in. Yes, we're going to get these onions in. Let me get my garlic. Let's see, we got our onion, and I used the teaspoon of garlic. Got the onions in here. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to throw in my sun-dried tomatoes. Get all that goodness out of there. A little housekeeping. I'm going to throw in my roasted red peppers. Now you can use fresh red peppers, but I just like these roasted red peppers because they smell so good and they add such a wonderful flavor. And I'm going to turn my heat up a little so I can get this all cooked down. Yes, and now I'm going to add my dried herbs. And I'm telling you, if you had smelly phone, smelly camera, smelly vision, you can just smell all this stuff coming together, and it smells so good. And sometimes, you know, I add bell peppers to it for some more color, but I'm reserving my bell peppers for something else. So. I'm going to dump my spinach in. Now, if you don't like spinach, you can add broccoli. You can add asparagus. You can add anything in there. If you don't like spinach, you can add mushrooms in here. I didn't this time. I don't have any mushrooms. Well, I have some, but they're in the you know, I prep my mushrooms ahead of time and freeze them so when I need them, but I forgot to take them out. So I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm going to let this cook down a little more. I'm going to add my heavy cream. And get all that goodness out of here. Oops. Turn this up. And I'm going to add another cup of heavy cream. I need more sauce. Okay, I'm going to add my chicken back into it. And this can be served over rice, mashed potatoes, pasta. And I know you're like, oh, that's a lot of sauce. For that chicken, that's fine. That is fine. That is fine. Because as you know, my food must be soupy so I can swallow it. And I'm going to be eating mine with rice. And you see that? And see, this little thin one is for me. Other one with Kaylin will be eating hers with pasta. That garlic herb pasta. No, butter and herb pasta. You know that stuff in the bag. So what I'm going to do is sprinkle a little mozzarella cheesy. And throw some in the sauce. Just a little, because you don't want it cheesy, saucy. That one look like it needs some cloves. And that is it. This is Tuscan chicken. And I'm going to scoop my little piece out. I got a mess over here. Okay, I'm going to scoop my little piece out here. But first, you want to get you some of this good sauce. This right here, that looks so good. And you want to get your chicken. And you just lay it right on top. Yeah, well, you can leave it like that. You can lay it right like that. And get you some of this goodness. You got to have some of this goodness here, guys. You can't leave this goodness behind. And here it is. Tuscan chicken. And what I like to do, I like to add a little bit extra pepper on mine. So, here it is. Tuscan chicken. Doesn't that look delicious? See how simple this is? See how simple this is. Now, like I said, you don't have to add a lot of spinach or a lot of broccoli. But this is a one-pot dish. If you add, just pair it with a starch. Because you got your green vegetables in here. You got some red vegetables in here. You got your protein. Just pair it with a nice starch and you're good to go. Forgot to add my salt, but you can add your salt on to taste. You can add your salt on to taste. Thank you guys for watching my video on my Tuscan chicken. It's a great Italian dish. You'll love it. Me adding, don't beat me up. Don't beat me up in my comment section, Italians. I know I added the roasted red pepper, so don't come after me, okay? I just added my own little take and spin, okay? All right. So again, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you make this for you, your family, your friends. It's an anytime dish. It's quite simple, not a lot of ingredients, and doesn't take up a whole lot of time in the kitchen. Until the next upload, go be you, be great being you. Hugs and kisses to each of you. I love you guys. See you later. Bye.